integrity.
Lil Ju made a beat. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, man.
That's what's up, man. You made it down, bro.
Yeah, all the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It was a little travel, but
yes, sir.
we made it.
For sure. That's what's up. Ju, let's talk to him, man. You living or you surviving?
And I'm living my best life, man.
I love it.
I used to be surviving, but past 5, 6, 7 years, I'm living the best life that I could ever live.
I love that.
I love it.
Respect. Welcome to the Integrity Response with your brother, CEO Khacki. Every individual sitting across from me doesn't believe in being typical, ordinary, or familiar. They're elite, meaning society's norms don't sit well with them. They believe in raising the bar for themselves, family, and for those they may never meet. From those in humble beginnings to those in the midst of greatness and legends who've paved the way. With a comedic edge, I will ask the questions that hold value, and I believe we'll gain insight to the real them. It's the Integrity Response. Let's take him back. Before becoming a Grammy-winning, multi-platinum producer at the age of 9, what did you want to be?
At the age of 9, I wanted to be a cartoonist.
Come on now, real.
Like literally, I just knew.
Some Stan Lee type.
I mean, obviously, like I wanted to go to the NBA too.
Gotcha.
But the real thing I wanted to do was be a cartoonist.
Gotcha.
Like, I used to draw. Like if I wasn't a producer right now, I'd be an artist. Maybe not a cartoonist, but I'd be an artist if I didn't end up making it as a producer.
Real. Who did you get that from in the family? Anybody in the family or just?
I'm the most creative person in my family.
Man.
That was just that's just in me.
Gotcha.
Literally, it was just in me.
Top 3 cartoons growing up. Is it too hard to decide?
My Seabear and Jamal.
Come on now.
This was like my favorite cartoon as a kid. I knew I was like, as soon as I get some money, I'm gonna get this on the train.
That's hard, bro. Yes,
randomly, The Simpsons. That was always one of my favorite cartoons growing up.
Absolutely.
Scooby-Doo. The original Scooby-Doo. Like from the 70s and 60s. That was always my favorite.
When it was witty.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Different. That's real, bro, for sure.
When Shaggy and Scooby was going off to smoke weed and we didn't know they was hungry.
Absolutely. That's real, for real. That's real. What about growing up, Dallas?
Yeah.
Grow up in Dallas, man. That's what's up, man. So any siblings?
Yeah, I got a little brother. He is 26, and then I have 2 older half siblings.
Gotcha.
My older brother, he's 10 years older than me, and then my sister, she just found us in like 2019. I didn't know I had a sister my whole life until she had just found us. So it was like some complication with my dad and her mom, because this was before I was born.
Okay.
So my mom and my dad are married. I'm their first child, but my dad had 2 kids before my mom. But we didn't know that he had a daughter. He knew. I'm saying, so my sister, she found me on Facebook. Right. And we going back and forth, like in the little messages or whatever. And I'm looking at this girl. I'm like, she looked familiar. Wow. But I've never seen her before in my life. And she looked familiar because she looked like my dad and my little brother.
Gotcha.
But I couldn't put my eye on it.
Right,
so I'm talking to her. She was like, yeah, Philip Mason might be your father. I mean, is Philip Mason your father? I'm like, yeah. And then she was like, I might be your sister. So we get into it. I go show my dad the picture. I'm like, who is this? Because she looked a little younger than me on the picture. Okay. And I didn't want to like ruin my family, go tell my mom. Like wait. So I had to go to my dad first. I'm like, who is this? And then he put, you know what I'm saying? He let me down. Let me know.
Like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was just like that.
This is 2019. You are at this time.
I'm already, me and Megan is already,
So just even, to move forward, did you have any kind of like the first thing they say, once the sex come, everybody come out the woodwork?
Yeah, but she wasn't asking for anything. So me and my little brother met her. So my sister lived in El Paso, Texas.
Gotcha.
That's probably like 8 hours away from Dallas. Wow. She came there to visit, and me and my little brother met her at Dave and Buster's.
Right.
And it's like, it was like she was been there the whole time. Like, it's just really like she went off in the military or something, just came back.
Yes,
that's
like, dope, bro.
I'm like, I don't know you, but I know you. It's crazy.
That bloodline is just real respect, bro. That's dope, man. And she's still in El Paso to this day?
Yeah, she's still in El Paso. She just had 2 kids.
Come on, shout out to the
I want to say her and husband said maybe next year they're gonna move to Dallas.
That's what's up.
So it's almost time for my mom and my dad to be grandparents for real.
Real, bro. That's what's up. And your little brother, he's back in Dallas too?
Yeah, my little brother is
for sure.
in Dallas,
Y'all real close?
Yeah.
Dope. That's dope, bro. Is he into the music or anything as well?
No, my little brother is a graphic designer.
Gotcha.
So like I said, with the drawing, and he he was creative too, but he got it from me.
Real.
You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? Like, but
that's dope, bro. So y'all artistic. What about your parents? Were they?
So my mom, my mom can draw,
Gotcha.
but my mom is an accountant. My dad is a quality control specialist.
So they
was just like regular, like they wanted me to go to college and get a white picket fence and have a family and pay my bills back and stuff.
Absolutely.
Like that's what they wanted me to be.
Real, absolutely.
And I did not have that on the player card for me.
Real, bro. What type of kid were you growing up?
I thought I was gonna go to the NBA, so obviously I'm outside all the time, playing basketball, skinning my knees up.
You play organized too in the middle school, high school?
Yeah.
What position you play?
So because I ended up being this tall,
gotcha. Yeah,
so when I first started, I was like point guard, shooting guard.
Yep.
But once I got to like 8th grade, 9th grade, once I'm getting taller, they putting me at power forward.
Like,
that's
bro,
not my game. Like I could play small forward. I could play small forward, but power forward to center, that's not my game at all.
Real, bro.
Like
real.
literally. So
that kind of took you out of the real,
pretty
naturally.
Much. Yep.
Real, bro.
Yep.
So when did you actually just even the research? We're gonna get before we get into all the music and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Your favorite subject in school? You know,
my favorite subject in school is math. Easy.
Gotcha. That's what that accounting. That's your mom. That's that accounting. That's real.
Yep.
Absolutely. That's dope.
And usually people don't say math, but math.
That's me too. That's
and
mine,
art.
Bro.
Obviously, art.
It's all symmetry.
Yep.
Bro, real. It is even production. Everything.
Literally, production is numbers. That's why
absolutely.
I taught myself how to do this, but it was because I'm smart enough to. It's just a numbers game.
Real,
literally,
bro.
literally.
Absolutely.
I don't know how to play the piano for real.
You just know cadence and how to. Man, that's dope. That's dope, bro. Man, I'm gonna get. You got an amazing story, man, for sure. So you grew up, man. You credit Michael Jackson as your biggest influence of all time.
Yep.
Bro, you actually just hearing how you even broke down, Bad. Even how you broke down the beat as far as hearing it. You said you used to play it over and over.
Yep.
Just to dissect the music and dissect.
When my mama got me my CD player when I was in 2nd grade, because my mama wasn't buying like super expensive things, so I didn't have a PlayStation 2.
Gotcha.
But I did have a CD player.
Come on,
and my uncle,
absolutely.
he burned CDs. So I would just put my headphones on and just be immersed in the music, bro. But this is before I knew I wanted to be a producer.
Wow.
Like I loved music, mainly Michael Jackson, because it's just something about his music. Every song,
bro,
like
it is.
Every song,
bro.
man.
I just heard something regarding it was Quincy Jones had an interview. He was saying how Michael Jackson wanted to take out the infamous loop at the beginning of he wanted to take that out in the beginning, and they was fighting like, don't know, this stays. We are not moving this, but
just like the long intro on Billie Jean. Quincy Jones wanted it to be short.
Wow.
Michael was like, it makes me want to dance.
Wow.
And to this day,
bro,
just them two little,
absolute, bro.
And you know what song it is?
You ever see the drummer live? The black drummer who he's on YouTube. He'll play the exact, bro. He be in such a groove, bro. Like it's like he is a metronome. It's ridiculous, man.
I haven't seen it.
I gotta show you.
I watched Michael Jackson drummer. I can't think of his name. Is
that's what I'm talking about? The black guy.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
You know I've seen that. Come on,
he be in a pocket,
he be sweating. The little gold chains on. He's sweating with his Jerry curl. Like literally.
That's real, bro.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So this is moving forward. This is 2008. 10th grade, this is when you started producing, started making beats. This is when you actually, what prompted that? What made you say, let me just try my hand at this?
My best friend's name is Josh. To this day, this is one of my best friends.
Shout out to Josh. That's what's good.
He had FL Studio, the software that I use to make beats,
Absolutely.
Fruity Loops.
Absolutely.
He had that, him and his brother had a computer in their house, and his older brother, I can't even think what Josh's older brother's name is, but he I want to say 4 or 5 years older than us.
Gotcha.
He had FL on their computer.
Right.
And I remember like it was yesterday, the Carter 3 had just leaked. Like a week before the full thing came out, what we know is the Carter 3 now.
Right.
It had leaked like a week before it came out. So I remember we sitting in his room, we listening to the Carter 3, and he's like, bro, I got this software on the computer that we can make beats on. And I'm like, what you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Because we usually come over there, we play the game.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, I got the software we can make beats on. I'm like, all right, bet. So he showed me the software.
Wow.
He go make him a sandwich or some noodles or something in the kitchen. He gone for like 10, 15 minutes. By the time he come back, I got a beat rocking on the computer. And this is the first time I ever clicked ever played with any of that. And literally that day, after I left this house, I went home and downloaded the demo.
The demo, absolutely.
The demo.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes,
I told
sir.
myself, I said,
The
I'm
demo.
going to get rich and famous off this.
Shh, come on,
That
bro.
was in 2008. June 2008. I remember like it was yesterday.
You grew up playing percussion. This is middle school.
Yeah.
You always had that knack for just...
Yep. That's how I was able to put that beat together so fast
quick.
because I was always the kid. So I was in 5th grade when Grinding came out by the Clips. So I was always the one who was doing the beat on the table.
Absolutely.
Everybody else be freestyling,
Right.
but they'd be like, Jude, do the grinding beat. You know what I'm saying?
Classic,
So,
bro.
I feel like just me being, and I tapped too. I was in tap dance.
Gotcha,
Growing
for sure,
up, I wanted
for
to be
sure.
Savion Glover a little bit.
Real, absolutely.
So all of that stuff, like I'm real musically inclined. That's how I've been able to do this so far.
Absolutely.
Like I just hear music, I feel music,
Wow,
even though
bro.
I'm not classically trained at all.
But
I mean, I was in band, but I know ABC. I don't know XYZ.
Understand. But even the 10,000 hours, just listen,
Oh,
bro.
it was
It's
a
all
million
in
hours.
even your sampling.
Yep.
I'm talking about I'm moving forward, but just even with the new Sierra goodies, like just
Yep.
like you are a student.
Yep.
People don't even really you have to be a student to
People
even
be trying to put me in a
don't
box
let them
and
do
they
it,
don't
bro.
they don't realize that
Don't let them do it.
I eat, sleep, and breathe this because I make it sound easy. I've been doing this for 15, 16. I've been doing this longer than
Wow.
my age when I first started doing
Doing
it.
real, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's crazy.
because it sounds easy and it's simple beat.
No,
I had to figure out to make these beats simple.
Absolutely.
You know
I
what I'm
see
saying?
what you're
That
saying.
was something I had to figure out. Like I used to be making my beats just super complicated.
Gotcha.
And over time, I'm like, man, let me take this out. Let me take this out. Let me take this out. Let me take this out.
You once said that you tried to stray away from sampling for a long time. You didn't even want to. You was like, no, I don't even want to.
Yep.
But you was like, because of the music, just grab a hold of you.
Yep.
You had to start.
I had to.
It's real,
and also
bro.
Juicy J, he told me don't stop sampling. Like
Come on.
because
That's
people are getting stuff cleared or might cost money. You want to make the best product that you can make. And sometimes sampling is, you know what I'm saying? That's part of the best
bro.
product you
Wow.
can make.
That's dope, bro.
Not
That's dope.
every time, but you know what I'm saying?
Real.
Sometimes.
Take your fans with you, man. Fill in the blank. In high school, I was known as the kid that
In high school, I would say I was a slight class clown.
gotcha.
I was just a regular kid. Like I
Gotcha.
wouldn't say I was like super popular, but I wasn't just like a loser either. Like I was just a nigga that came to school.
Real,
Like came to school.
real, just
Like,
real.
Literally, I wouldn't on no. So I didn't play basketball for the school.
Gotcha.
I played AAU basketball
For sure.
But I didn't really do nothing at school.
Gotcha.
So by high school, I wasn't even in band anymore. I was
Okay.
just coming to school. I was
Just
coming
middle
home. I was coming home and making beats every day. Like
Wow.
I didn't have time to be in the chess club.
Right.
I'm finna make beats when I get home.
You knew what you
Like,
wanted to do.
Yeah.
So let's move on to University of Houston. What was your major?
Architecture.
Come on, that's that math.
Yep.
That's,
Yep.
bro.
I want. So
That's real, bro.
When I didn't. So like I said, cartoonist, architecture and cartoonist is like in the same realm.
Absolutely.
So in high school, I say my senior year.
Right.
My senior year, I started going to this architecture, engineering, construction.
It was like a
workshop or whatever.
Right, gotcha.
It was every Thursday, and I have a cousin who's the same age as me, and we went to the same high
That's
school, and he wanted to be an architect too. So we was going to that it was called ACE mentoring program. ACE stood for architecture, construction, and engineering.
Gotcha.
That was my senior year, and we would go to different architecture firms on Thursday, and we was learning from actual architects and engineers and construction workers for real. So
wow, yeah, you are different, bro. Like you don't hear a lot of us young black men.
Yeah.
That want to become architects.
Yeah,
bro.
that's
you don't
really,
hear that, bro.
So at University of Houston, has a very prestigious architecture program. You have
Gotcha.
to take a test to get
even-
in the architecture school. I am the only minority
Wow, bro.
that was in my architecture class. Like, when I say, well, obviously black person, there was Chinese people,
Right.
Mexican people. But I'm saying I was the only black person
That's
in
what I'm
the
saying.
whole thing, and really they threw me in. So I went to a black high school.
Gotcha. Right.
I grew up around black people, so University of Houston is like kind of like a slight culture shock for me because I'm not used to white people and
Gotcha.
just being around them every day.
Every day,
Obviously,
right.
I didn't white people at Walmart and stuff.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Like having to interact with them for real, it was kind of a culture shock. And them people was already like, they didn't went to in senior year, they had classes that was like prepping them for this moment. We ain't had none of that in my high school. So they kind of just threw, and I graduated top 10%. So that's how I was able to pick whatever school I wanted to go to in Texas, because that's how it works. I don't know if it worked like that in other states, but in here, if you top 10% in your high school, you can go to any one of the public schools in Texas. Like, that's crazy. Not for free, but you automatically.
Pretty much, you're there.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
So that's why I chose University of Houston.
But how far is that University of Houston from Dallas?
So University of Houston is smack dab in the middle of Third Ward, Houston. So Houston is maybe 3 hours from,
so
from
3
Dallas.
hours. Did you go back and forth home often, or you try to distance yourself?
When I was in college, I wasn't going home that much because it cost money to go home. Like, I didn't have the money to go home. But I say once I like dropped out of school, I got kicked out of school. Academic suspension.
Okay, gotcha.
This the mega bus. Mega bus like $30. I could go back and forth to Dallas, go visit my mama and for Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that. But for the most part, I'll be in Houston. But
you never stopped the grind. You always worked on the craft.
I'm saying as soon as I got kicked out of U of H, spring 2012, I had to go home to Dallas. And I started going to community college out there. At Dallas Community College, they have audio engineering. So I took 1 semester of that. I probably had 5 classes at community college there. I only went to audio engineering. I did not. By the time I got kicked out of U of H, I did not care about school no more. But me taking that course of audio engineering
changed.
Take my mixing from here to here. I figured out what delay, reverb, compression, any of the producer jargon.
Go ahead.
I figured out what that was from that class, and I didn't know none of that stuff at first. When I tell you, I was on the front row.
You weren't
of audio. I made a 100 in the class, and I literally failed all the rest of my classes. But in audio engineering, I had a 100, literally. Like I would be asking questions in class. Like I'd be the. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to class like this in audio engineering. Now, all the rest of the class, I'm not going. Like, me and my partner, we finna go smoke after audio engineering. Like, I don't care about none of the rest of the classes. Like, literally. Because I knew this was going to happen for me. I knew it from the time it was going to happen. From the time when I told you in 2008 and I went home, I knew this was going to happen for me. Like, I knew. I didn't know how long it was going to take. But I knew this because I ended up getting too good at making beats.
Right, bro. Like,
I'm like, yeah, I'm spending all my time on this, but I've gotten too good at this. Like, literally. Like, I know I was industry ready in 2012.
Wow. So this is, you knew, like, this is, you just innocent waiting on my moment.
I wasn't even waiting. I went to go make the moment happen. I didn't wait. Like, I just had to keep figuring it out, making network and making connections. Like, my boy Bishop, one of my good friends, he's a DJ. I met him at University of Houston. He went to TSU. So Texas Southern University is a HBCU.
Absolutely.
Literally across the street from U of H. You can walk to.
Did not know that.
So walk.
That is crazy.
So I'm at they hump day. I'm at their, anytime they have stuff going on, I ain't worried about U of H. I'm over with the black people.
Real.
You know what I'm saying? So I met my boy Bishop. Shout out to Bishop. He told me, bro, come with me to this studio. I went up to the studio. I played all my beats in there. They was like, bro, you can come to this studio whenever you want. I said, all right, man, y'all shouldn't have told me that.
Real.
I'm finna come there every single day.
I'm gonna segue into something. Tell me your favorite. Pizza Hut, Domino's, or Papa John's.
I don't even hear no more. I used to work at Papa John's. I used to work at Papa John's. You know what I'm saying? So bro, I love that story. I love that story.
I love the story how you say it, bro. Like, just, I do my homework.
Yeah.
You worked at Papa John's. This is when you were cooking up. Cooking up.
So this is where I'm saying I was literally segue into that. So
that's exactly where
around the time when I started going to that studio, that's when I'm working at Papa John's.
Absolutely.
So they used to call me Pizza. If I go to that studio and get some weed when I go to Houston, they gonna call me Pizza Man to this day, but as a term of endearment.
Absolutely.
You know, that's how they know me as Pizza Man, because I would come there with my whole Papa John's. This is a trap studio. These are selling whatever drugs in here. Yeah, they have two studios, but I'm saying this is a trap. Niggas shooting dice,
Absolutely,
sipping
bro.
lean.
Absolutely.
The feds that came and kicked the door a couple of times.
Wow.
I'm in there with Papa John's gear on,
Straight
not worrying about what none of them, because when I pull my laptop out, it don't even, this nigga, you work at Papa John's? Like, yes, I work at Papa John's. But when I pull my busted laptop, I didn't even say that. The laptop I made Big Ole Freak on, busted.
Bro, I even heard that you said before even, this beat was 2 years old prior to Meg even.
I made Big Ole Freak beat early 2016. I didn't meet Big until December 2017.
Wow.
Yep. And what's crazy is, so some of my friends from San Antonio, Texas, they know Jacquees.
Yes.
I sent Jacquees the Big Ole Freak beat before I even met Megan.
Wow.
That's the first time I ever said that.
That is crazy. Wow, bro.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
What, like, number one, just, IMX, Immature. That's my brother, his favorite group. Shout out to KG Tomorrow. Look at the camera.
Yeah.
Shout out to KG Tomorrow. Immature was his favorite group growing up.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm just, as a fan, when I first heard that song, I don't even think people knew what it was. I was like, bro, he just sampled. That is crazy.
And so I got to get into the story of how I sampled.
Absolutely, please do.
Okay, so have you heard of Space Ghost Perp?
No, I had nothing.
Okay, so Space Ghost Perp is a rapper from Miami-Dade County.
Okay.
He was like a real ASAP Rocky, whole black spill with the upside down A's and all that stuff came from Space Ghost Perp.
Wow.
So Space Ghost Perp has a mixtape that came out in 2010 called NASA Tape.
Gotcha.
The intro to the NASA Tape samples one of the songs from the same Immature album.
Yeah.
So if I show you on who sampled it, you click on that album, the only two songs that sample the album is the song I'm talking about from Space Ghost Perp and Big Ole Freak. Wow. Those are the only two songs that sample from that whole album. So I was gonna sample the same song, but the way I like to sample, I like to listen to the of a song that I like. I like to listen to the whole album. So Is It Love This Time is, I want to say, the second to the last song on Immature album. So I'm going through the album. I'm like, I don't want to sample none of this. I don't want to sample none of this. So I get to Is It Love This Time. Is It Love This Time is, I want to say the intro is like a minute long.
Right.
You got Brandy talking in the intro.
Gotcha.
With the little fake radio station.
Right.
So I'm listening to it. The melodies are sounding crazy. I'm like, if this beat drop and they not singing on it, I'm finna sample this.
Wow, bro.
The beat drops, they not singing on it. I'm like, this is perfect.
It's perfect.
So I clipped the first front part, and then I clipped the second or third hook down at the end. That's how the intro of Big Ole Freak starts. That's from the third hook. So
wow, bro.
The last thing I put on the beat is the So that's a sample from Night and Day by Albie Sure.
Wow.
I replayed the bass line.
Gotcha.
So as I'm listening to the Big Ole Freak beat, I'm like, I can hear that bass line on here. So I'm putting the bass line on there.
That is crazy.
As I'm laying the beat out, I'm like, if the sample play first and then I'll drop into the bass line, it's a hit. It's a hit. I never knew who was gonna rap on that beat. And when me and Megan had our very first session, I gave her that beat. She didn't make the song the first session, but I want to say I sent her home with like 15 beats.
Wow.
And that was one of the beats in the pack. But I knew that beat was a hit from when I pressed bounce. But like I said, I didn't know who was gonna rap on it. That would be one. So before they made the Files app on the iPhone, you used to have to download the other little goofy apps to get MP3s and stuff. So
that's right, you did.
I didn't always download my beats, but Big Ole Freak beat was for sure one of the beats that I would be driving around in my car and listening to. I knew it was a hit. I never knew who was gonna get on it, but I knew for a fact that this beat was a hit. I knew it. I didn't know who was gonna get on it.
Even the breakdown, like how it ain't bass heavy.
Yep.
You put the 808 right where it's.
Yep, the 808 don't come into a minute into the song. Like,
you let the chorus go with just the doom. The kick ain't even follow, bro. Like that is a classic. It's that's the first. Talking to my sister before we came here, telling her who you were. She was like, "Wait, he produced that song?" Like, yeah, baby, that song, really, bro. Like that is one of my favorite all time, bro. Like It's samples. It's the essence of how you produced it, bro.
Like people tell me all the time, like on Twitter, they're like, it'll go viral and people be like, this is one of the best sample beats of all time.
Bro, it
made me feel good for real. That made me feel good because people not putting two samples together. That's the art of hip hop. That is the art of producing. I put two samples together. People don't do that anymore at all.
Do you think, just hindsight, University of Texas, to this community college, to the actual, audio production program, learning, the basis of compression, things like that. Do you think that was all part of the journey that had to happen?
All of this was part of the journey. Like all of the ant steps that I took, I wouldn't trade my journey for nothing.
Real.
Because I feel like if I would have skipped some of them steps, I wouldn't appreciate everything I got right now as much as I do.
Respect, bro. Let me ask you this. Scale 1 through 10, 2025, currently, what do you rate your grind?
I've been a little uninspired lately. I'm trying to get back into the inspiration for real.
Gotcha.
And I still wake up and make beats every day.
Real.
Like ain't nothing changed, but like 7.
Gotcha. Respect.
Like 7.
What currently keeps you driven? What drives you?
It's my job now.
Bro, like,
this is my job now. This is how I pay my bills.
Come on.
So that's why I'm slightly a little bit uninspired because I used to didn't do this for money, but now this is my job. Like
the business part of it,
it's a little stressful, just like a little bit.
I understand that, bro.
Just
I do. It's been exactly a decade. 2015 was when you last clocked in and punched in for somebody.
Yep.
How do you feel? How does it feel knowing you've been a decade as an entrepreneur? Just for the young man, the young lady watching this, man, today, like that's on the same journey and whatever they may be doing. How does it feel like to know that for a decade you've like literally
I didn't woke up every single day for the past 10 years and did whatever I wanted to do. Literally.
Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, like how,
I feel like now, obviously that was 10 years ago and times are different in 10 years. But I feel like to tell the new kids, obviously people like instant gratification, but if you want something for real, it is never going to be instant gratification. And if it is, you're going to lose it quick.
Wow.
You're going to lose it quick. Like, you got to be willing to sacrifice for real. I was willing to go broke and not, man, I came home. It was plenty of times I had no food.
Real.
Plenty of times my electricity was off when I got home. Like,
wow. It just makes for that story. Like you really, like balls on the table. Like I'm all in.
I used to be sleeping at the studio because the studio they said I could come whenever I want to.
You really can.
I'd have $5 to my name. It's like, use this $5 to drive home. Or stay at the studio and use this $5 to get some food, because I'm going to come back to the studio tomorrow anyway. Might as well just sleep in the studio, use this $5 for food, and if I stay here all night, maybe somebody might come and want to buy a beat. That's how I thought about it every day.
Bro, that is crazy.
Literally. I'm like, so I remember the reason I quit my job, they were trying to fire me anyway, but because I kept being late, but so around that time, I worked at DSW Shoe Warehouse. So my car had broke at Papa John's. My mama helped me get it fixed for the last time. She was like, you might as well quit that job, because I'm not going to help you get your car fixed no more. So I guess I got to get another job. I ended up working at DSW Shoe Warehouse. And I'm a people person, but I'm a people person when I want to be.
Gotcha.
So they want me to, like, obviously when I'm in the job, I mean not in the job, but when we in the interview, I'm being funny and stuff. I'm being my natural self. So they want me to be that every day. And I am my natural self every day, but obviously I was making you laugh and stuff in the interview because I'm trying to get the job. So they want me to talk to customers and like try to get people on the membership program, and it wasn't for me.
Gotcha.
And around this time, I'm working there, but I'm also selling weed, and I'm also selling beats. I was never keeping anything like that, but I was
just getting by.
Just getting by.
Right,
like,
absolutely.
I knew if I sold weed, I could smoke for free.
Really?
That's literally why I was selling weed, so I could smoke for free, because I like me and smoking and beats, smoking and beats, and me, we like this.
That's your vibe.
Yeah,
real,
that's my vibe.
Real, for sure.
So, I remember one night I had made I sold some beats to somebody for $700.
Gotcha.
It was either I made $700 one. I can't remember right now, but I made either $700 to $1,000 in one night at that same studio.
I was about to say, was this a dope boy?
Oh yeah, that's who I was selling beats to. Yeah, that's who I was selling beats to. So. And around this time, I'm becoming Lil Ju made the beat in Houston. That's how I ended up over there with Carl and T. Ferris. And
absolutely.
I was already Lil Ju made the beat in Houston because Texas, we our own separate thing from the rap game.
Absolutely.
So I've already worked with all the from being at that studio.
Yes.
Like I already know all the OGs. All the OGs know me already because. Like I said, when I pull that laptop out, it don't matter that I got on Papa John's gear. When I pull that laptop out, so they know me. I'm already Lil Ju made the beat.
Were you giving out a lot of free beats at this time too? On top of what you were selling?
Not in 2015.
Gotcha.
2015, I'm already selling them.
Okay,
like I'm giving free beats to
the people you know could.
Yeah, but around the way dope boys and stuff. No, I need that 300. I need that 400. I need whatever you got. Honestly, I need whatever you got.
Real.
So like I said, that one night I had made I want to say it was $700. My paycheck at DSW was hold on, somebody just blowing my phone.
We'll bring your mic up too, just a little bit. Bring your mic towards you when you.
Oh, okay. But that night I made. Yeah, I remember. Okay, so I sold 2 beats to somebody for $400, and then I sold 1 beat to somebody for $300. So I made $700 in one night.
Right.
That don't seem like nothing.
No,
but
bro.
my paycheck at DSW would be $415 for 2 weeks of work.
And then your production. How you're producing beats that.
That's what I'm saying. So at first it went from actually my first beat I sold for $150.
You was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. That was 2011. I remember I bought my first iPhone with that $150.
Come on, bro.
I remember I went right up to Radio Shack. And when Sprint had put the iPhone on Sprint, I remember like it was yesterday. I went right to Radio Shack.
Absolutely.
And I spent $100 on my iPhone
Just like
4.
That.
But
how long did it take you to produce beats when you was like? How many? Because I done my research. You at certain times you be you be doing between 10 a day, 6 a day, whatever. But
yeah.
Like how fast would you do them?
I say 2013, 2014, 2015. It'll probably take me like an hour.
That is
to make a good beat. But now I feel like if I don't got the idea down in like 10, 15 minutes, I'm going on to the next thing.
Gotcha.
I'm going on to the next thing because it's all a vibe and stuff now. Like it's all a vibe.
While we on the vibe, what's some things you like having in the studio with you? What's some things you don't want around you when you produce?
All I need is weed.
Real.
I came from making beats in my bedroom, wherever I could. Me and my partner used to be going to the park because we ain't had nowhere to smoke. We plug it in at the park with a Bluetooth speaker from the dollar store.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like all I need is weed. I can make beats right here, right now on my Mac. If I had my MacBook with me, I don't even need no speakers for real because MacBook speakers so loud. Like I do, even though I do want a speaker,
right?
But I'm saying I don't need anything.
That is crazy.
I like having a audience. I don't like too many people.
Right. You just like gotcha.
I do like having an audience. Like it just make me feel a little better when somebody nodding their head over the not really paying attention, but nodding their head. Like if I know the people around me is nodding their head, I'm on to something. But I don't need nothing.
Wow.
I don't need anything.
Who are your biggest influences in production? Even growing up or even
Quincy Jones, Teddy Riley, because of Michael Jackson, obviously. But I say of the newer generation, Soulja Boy and Lex Luger.
You saying something, bro?
So when I first started making beats, Crank That and all that, and Bathe the Apes and all that, that was out. And once I found out that he was using FL Studio to make them beats. It's a rap. And Lex Luger at the same time, because I started making beats, like I said, 08. So that's the hot music 08.
Absolutely.
Waka Flocka and all that stuff. That was the hot stuff in 08, 09, 2010. So
you mentioned before, I think this was Lex Luger. You was just so impressed by how he got his 808 to hit.
Yep.
That was something that you actually wanted to like.
Yes, I finally figured it out, but it was like so. Producing in the past 15 years, like it's just become, even though FL has always been available to everyone because it was just a website you could download it from. I feel like in the past 15 years, they didn't made it to where like it's like anybody can pick up.
Very
and
user
do.
friendly.
Yeah, very
Wow.
user friendly. Anybody can pick up and do it. So when I started making beats, there wasn't that many YouTube videos. Like I had the blood, sweat, and tears and baby ancestors figuring this stuff out.
Wow.
So it was a long process.
What is your favorite beat that you produced? Do you have one?
Big Ole Freak. Big Ole Freak changed my life.
Too, bro.
So
Absolutely.
I probably do got other beats, but when people ask me that question, it's Big Ole Freak. That changed my whole life. Changed my family life, everybody around me life. Big Ole Freak. But okay, I also got another beat. It's called Rolls Royce. I made this beat in 2011.
Wow.
Summer 2011. Once my partners, so we used to be freestyling in the car.
Right.
Once them niggas was like, put your beat on, I knew I had something. Because we'd be freestyling on whatever instrumentals we could find. Right. Just like whatever hot song once they said, put that Rolls Royce beat on, summer 2011, I'm like, oh, my partners think I go hard too?
Come on, bro.
It's a rap.
It's a rap.
It's a rap.
That is crazy, bro.
It's a rap.
About 30 seconds every time. I really appreciate your support. With every interview, my aim is to bring integrity and fun back to the culture, and I can't do it without you. If you're enjoying this episode, please hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, and hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. I appreciate you. Back to the interview.
Do you have a new regimen, like like now you say it's more meticulous in how you produce?
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily the quantity, it's the quality now.
Yeah.
So it's
But it was always like that too.
It always gotcha.
Now I don't have to make as many beats as I used to.
Real.
I still make a lot of beats. I still wake up and make beats every day, but I don't have to make as many as I used to.
Real. We spoke off camera regarding, asking you about the collabs as far as production, which seems to be a trend, like as far as how producers,
Yeah.
But you said that's not really too much of your thing. You don't really cater towards it, but you do it.
No, I do it. Like I use I'm on Loop eBay like number 5 for like little producers send loops, but
Gotcha.
It's always just like a business thing when it come down to using loops, and I'd rather the producers as part of my production team, I'd rather work with them and get them placements more than just like a random person from Yugoslavia.
Respect.
No disrespect.
No,
to,
but
you know what I'm saying?
How did you hone in on your team, and how many is on the team?
It's me, my boy Franchise, my boy C-Light, who else? Wahan. These are my C-Light. That's who I was talking about. We would leave to go smoke at Cedar Valley.
Right.
Bro, done been around. I've been knowing C-Light since 3rd grade.
Wow.
Literally. Franchise. I haven't known Franchise since 3rd grade, but I met him in 2012.
Gotcha.
Oh, my boy Pro. Met him in Houston.
For sure.
These are all just like my homies that make beats.
Real,
like they just so happen
absolutely.
because I don't like of my real friends. I only got a few real friends that don't make music.
Gotcha.
Everybody else that I kind of gravitated towards makes music. It was producers.
Absolutely. Right,
like
sure.
I didn't because I wanted to be around what I was trying to
Absolutely.
do. Like I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to
absolutely
have nothing distracting me from the goal that I was on.
How do you view the game 2025 right now? What do you think's missing in the game right now?
Relationships. Like it's not relationships anymore. Everything is send an email.
Gotcha.
Send an email, and I don't like that. Every placement I got, or not every single one, but 95% of my placements was me in the studio with that artist.
Gotcha. Wow.
Literally, no, I might have not made that beat on the spot, but they handpicked that beat.
Absolutely.
It wasn't just like, oh, they might like this beat. Let me send some beats.
Pharrell and Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Pharrell already made the beat.
Yeah.
Brought it there, synergy in the studio with him. You get to see you rocking. Real, bro. That's real.
Because that's part of selling it too.
Absolutely.
Like if I'm acting a fool, and the people that came with me acting a fool, like they ain't gonna have no choice.
That's a fact.
Maybe
that's real,
this beat
bro.
does go
that's
hard.
real for sure. What's something you learned new about yourself in 2024?
So I got a dog in 2024.
For
this
sure.
is random.
For sure. Yeah.
I've been having no responsibility for so long other than myself.
It's the dog, Jay.
Having to worry about something else that's alive.
Right. That's real, bro.
It's a lie. Like
Real.
I can handle it, but It's a lot. Like,
what kind of dog is it?
Frenchie.
Gotcha, for sure. That's real.
It's a
lot.
Shout out to my aunt. You know what I'm saying? She helped. Like,
dope.
He would be with me right now, but he done got too big to fit in his bag on the plane. I can't even bring him nowhere no more.
That's real.
So my aunt, she just loves dogs. So shout out to her.
For sure.
I just take him over there before I leave out of town, and she good.
Real.
He good. I send the food over there.
Good to go.
He good.
Lil Ju, in this world, who knows you the best?
My grandma died in 2014.
Gotcha.
So that's probably the person who knew me the best.
Real.
And nobody else know me the best. Like literally nobody. There's
Grandma,
nobody on
your
earth.
baby.
There's
Real.
nobody on earth that know me the best. Like, you could say second my mama, but she ain't know me like me and my grandma was like this,
Real.
literally.
Respect.
And all my cousins and everybody tell you that I was the favorite grandchild.
Real.
They
real,
like
bro.
we still talk about it like when we go family
right.
reunion and
That's
stuff
right.
or
That's
Christmas.
right. Real.
Like we talk about my grandma, everybody gonna say it like I was for sure the favorite grandchild.
How would she feel about your career and everything you accomplished right now?
Like my cousins be like, Didi would be so proud of you.
on,
We call my
man.
grandma Didi. Her name was Dimple, but we call her Didi. It's just like she'll be so proud of you. I know she looking down, just
Absolutely.
like happy, telling all the
real,
people
bro.
in heaven, like,
Absolutely.
yeah, my grandson, he down there
Do it, do
Beyonce
it. Come
again.
on, bro.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
real, bro.
Like,
I love it.
and other than that, though, don't nobody. I mean, I got a real tight circle, but
Right.
they
But
don't
you-
know me like my grandma. Like,
Respect.
and I don't really open up for real.
Real,
Like, until
respect.
I get to know people for real, because I'm a real
I just no,
circle
bro.
type person. Like,
You, bro. I understand. You're Renaissance man. You're artist, bro. Like you paint the picture.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Absolutely. What about who do you admire the most in this world?
all my idols, I guess you could say, are dead.
Gotcha.
Literally, like Michael Jackson,
Absolutely.
Kobe Bryant,
Real.
Pimp C, like all the people that I looked up to growing up, they're dead. Like literally. So, and I didn't really have a role model like in my life for the music. I literally made this like
Literally, bro.
I didn't know anybody that. So my uncle, I will say, shout out to my Uncle Mike. He played. This is my dad's sister's husband.
Gotcha.
So married
Okay.
into the family,
Gotcha.
but I mean, this is my uncle. He was married in before I was born.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
This like
So
my
really,
blood uncle. This is my real uncle.
Absolutely.
He was part of Earth, Wind and Fire,
Wow.
KC. Cool in the Gang.
Wow, bro.
He played the trombone. So
Come
he's
on,
part
man.
of like the touring.
That's hard. Absolutely.
So, other than he was the first person to put me in the studio for real, but as far as my producer journey for real, I didn't have, because I moved to Houston. My uncle lived in Dallas, so
Gotcha.
I mean, I would see him
So-
on Christmas
right,
and
right,
Thanksgiving and
right.
stuff, and like when I was a kid, the 7th and 8th grade. But as far as on my producer journey, like I figured this out on my own.
Real,
like
bro.
literally, I don't know how.
In the hours in, bro.
I
That's
don't know how
crazy.
I did it, but I figured it out on my. I ain't had nobody to show me and tell me.
Does
none
that
of
make for a different story? Let me ask you this: while we even on the story, Lil Ju, are you we seen what Kanye did with Genius?
Yeah.
Are you documenting this?
So my manager, when I have sessions and stuff, we got one of them like the fake HD, the fake camcorder.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like the little cheap one you can
Right,
buy
right.
from Amazon.
Right.
Sometimes I put my phone up.
Gotcha.
I got a lot of footage.
Okay. Good.
I got a
good,
lot
bro.
of footage.
Good,
like
good.
Megan's last album we was working on. My manager just like put the camera up and
Good.
not like somebody following me around,
gotcha.
but I
just
do have.
seeing it in real time.
Yeah, I do have
That's
footage.
Absolutely.
I got a lot.
That's
I got
dope.
a lot.
That's good.
We got to go find it all. Like I ain't put it together.
Right,
but
right. That's
on
real.
between my phone, my computer, and my manager phone, and his computer, and the little memory cards and hard drives we got, I got some
ready.
good footage.
Prematurely, but what would that documentary be called? I know you're already thinking of something. I
I
know you've already thought of something.
I really, honestly have it, but probably just And If the Beat Live.
Say it again.
And If the Beat Live.
And if so, one more time.
And If the Beat Live.
And If the
like,
Beat Live.
Like my other tag.
Real,
like, it
real.
Probably
That's-
something like that.
Love it. It's real, bro. Let me ask you this, man. If you had 6 more hours in a day, 30 hours a day, what would you do with them?
Smoke more weed and make more beats.
That's real. That's real.
Make some more money.
Simple man. That's real. Bro.
Make some more money.
What do you think your best investment is thus far?
So me and my manager, we've been real estate investing. I probably got 3, 4, 5 properties.
Come on, bro. That's what's up.
Stocks.
Gotcha.
My other manager, he got a restaurant in Chicago.
Dope.
He's
from Chicago?
Yeah, my other manager's from Chicago.
Dope.
My main everyday manager, his name is L. Shout out to L. He would usually be with me, but he in California right now. But he's from Dallas.
Gotcha.
When he graduated from high school, he went to Columbia University in Chicago, and that's where he met Cameron, my other manager, and their business partners.
That's dope.
And basically, once it was time for me to start signing deals and stuff, Els came back from Chicago like, man, we finna make this right.
That's
like
real.
Because they didn't really know either. Like Els, he wasn't really in the music industry for real, but he was Lil Dicky's touring DJ.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he's the person that I knew closest to the music industry.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, if I'm gonna make somebody my manager, at least somebody adjacent to it at the bare minimum.
Absolutely.
So that's why I went with them, and then we made it happen. And me and Els, we've just been trying to figure out other stuff, other ways to make music outside of.
That's real.
I mean, other ways to make money outside of
just
music.
the music. Yeah. Absolutely. When did you know? Just even for the young producer, young artist, when did you know it was time for you to get a manager?
Once Big Ole Freak started coming on the radio and random publishing companies is finding my number at the Clear Blue Sky College, and I'm getting a random call from a Los Angeles number, and I pick up the phone and they say, "Is this Lil Julian Mason?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "This is such and such from such and such publishing company. We trying to fly you out so we can."
Wow, bro.
You know what I'm saying? See about signing you. And then once that happened, I'm like, oh, well, maybe it's probably time for me to get a manager. Maybe it's time for me to start focusing on more than just making beats. And that was like April 2019.
Wow.
So before that, I didn't have no manager.
You said negotiated that blue check. I saw. He said,
"Oh yeah, yeah, that was part of it." I'm like,
I love.
When Twitter was still doing verified blue checks, I'm like, part of me signing, I gotta make sure I get verified on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everything. I need to be verified because verified used to be eating something back then in 2019. I'm like, I need all that.
That's a fact.
I need all that.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Ju, take us with you, man. You know, you're a deep, thought-provoking brother. Music off, driving down the highway. What's on your mind?
Just figure out what I need to do next. Like mainly outside of music. Like, and also a lot. I be just sitting thinking about just like how God has blessed me with all of this, and just like how differently my life is from what it used to be. Just literally 6 years ago. Like that. Even though I'm never gonna forget where I came from, in these 6 years, it feels like. When I was broke and stuff, like I remember it, but it don't feel like none of this stuff ever happened for real. Bro. Like it don't feel like I'm not worried about anything. I used to be worried.
You're stressed, your anxiety.
Yeah, I'm not stressed about anything. I be stressed when we finna put out make a new album. That's what I'm stressed about.
Good stress.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we got a deadline for what the album's supposed to be, or just worrying about how the people gonna react to it. That's what I be stressed about now. Yeah. And not even stressed, but you know what I'm saying?
No,
just like slightly worried about. Like I'm not worried about how I'm gonna pay my mortgage, or if my car is gonna start up when I go outside, or what I'm gonna eat today. And like I'm not worried about none of that stuff no more.
What's the gas prices?
You
have no idea. That's what I'm saying. It's like
I mean I still drive.
I'm saying.
I put like premium in all my cars now, so gas be like $5, $6, $7, man. Even my cars that take regular gas, I put premium.
It's real.
I don't know if people know this, but your car drives different when you put premium in there, regardless if it say just regular unleaded. If you go put 93 in your busted car right now, it's gonna be driving different than putting 87 in there.
That's a fact.
I put 93 in all my cars, like literally, literally, and I still got my Camaro that I had before I met Megan. Like that's my everyday driver in Dallas. Like still, like I got like 5 or 6 cars, but that's still my everyday driver. It's crazy,
bro. Like
it's crazy. Like I'm like, and I don't even be driving.
It's just like
don't drive.
And it's something though. Just
I be at home ordering Uber Eats. Like I don't even drive my car. I drive to my mama's house. I'll go pick my dog up from my house. Like
When do you know? When do you know it's time for little Jew to take on the family role and the kids? When do you know it's time?
That's a good question. I really don't know. I guess now, whenever it happens, I guess, because I want to be married and have children. Like, I don't want to bring no kids into this world and then that might potentially like end up, because I grew up in a 2-parent household.
Gotcha.
Like, my parents are still married right
Excellent.
now. Like,
Respect.
my parents have been married for
Respect.
going on 34 years.
So the bar is high. The bar is high. So you want to take on that with integrity.
Yeah.
Respect.
Like, I want to be barbecuing with the with the slides on.
Absolutely. I love it. That's real, bro. That's real. While we on that question, like, you know, city, suburb, or country lifestyle, when it's all said and done, where you gonna retire?
So my house right now is suburb country.
Gotcha.
Like, so
just on the outskirts.
I live in the suburbs, but the part that my house is in, like, on my street, it's literally just one random ass street in a big ass cornfield. They got big houses on it. We not a neighborhood though. We don't have no HOA or nothing. I'm saying my house is on 1.5 acres.
Wow.
And I can literally shoot fireworks on 4th of July from my backyard. So country suburb living.
Right.
I really don't. But I always say, I feel like I missed out on living in a loft or a condo or something. So in LA, like I said, I live in LA and Dallas.
Gotcha. Okay.
Me and my manager, we have a 3-bedroom, like 4-story townhome in LA, but it ain't the same like if I had a condo or something by myself in Dallas. So I feel like I kind of missed out on that, but I just jumped. Like, the house I live in is my very first house.
Gotcha.
Like, living by myself. I never lived by myself before. Before me and my manager moved to LA in 2020, I was living with my homies. We had a house in Houston. We had a 4-bedroom house in Houston, and we've been living there since
just like that.
2015 and 2016, and then before that, it was me and the same homie that lived in that house. We had a 2-bedroom apartment, we had a 4-bedroom apartment. I forgot. I used to live in the government assisted housing.
Gotcha.
For sure, lived over there. It's been a long journey,
Ain't it something, man?
It's been a long journey, man.
Where do you draw your humility from? Who do you get that from? Is that grandma? Who do you get that from?
My grandma, my mama. So my mother's a stomped down Christian woman.
Come on now.
Growing up, we was at church when it was open. If it was open, we was there on Sunday.
That's right.
We going to Sunday school, morning service, and we coming back service.
Yep, go get something to eat. Go right back.
On Monday, she doing the bulletin board. Tuesday and Thursday might be the 2 days we not in church. Bro. On Wednesday, we there for a Wednesday night Bible study.
You know it. That's right.
On Friday, we having lock-in or something like that.
Somebody else's church.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Saturday, feeding the homeless or going to read to the people at the elderly home or something like that. And then on Sunday, we back at church. And then, yeah, man, we used to be in church so much.
Bro, absolutely. I'm a son of a preacher man, so I know. Bro.
Yeah,
I know,
man, we used to be. And my dad, and what's crazy is my dad wasn't going to church. We come home from church, my dad sitting on the couch, we watching Cowboys play. How was church? I'm like, man, I didn't want to go just like you didn't want to go.
That's real, bro. That's real, bro. Yeah, absolutely. That's real, bro.
So
let me ask you this, man. We almost out of here. Time or money? Which one means most to you?
I feel like they kind of even because they be like, you can't get time back. Can't get money back either.
Saying so.
You can go spend it. You can go make some more. But once you go spend it, you can't get it back.
You saying something, bro? Like that parallel you said, it's like almost because like I love this question because no
time is money. You
bro,
do the little.
Go ahead, bro.
Do the little equation.
Absolutely.
Time equals money. And money equals time. So it's equal. It's equal.
Real.
You can't make money without no time.
That's a fact, bro.
And you can't make time without already having money.
You can't make the time without having the money.
Yeah.
Wow. When you wake up in the morning, you feel free, don't you?
Yeah. I ain't worried about nothing. I'm looking at Instagram and
like just
I hate to this day waking up to alarms because I don't like time structure.
Gotcha.
That's why I was finna get fired from DSW, because I don't like when somebody tell me I gotta be somewhere to serve. That's why I was almost late. I'm not good with times, man, but I don't like being late either.
But it's that, but just having that freedom of like, bro, I respect that. Like, a lot of people don't. Majority of this world is on other people's time.
Yeah, I'm on my own time. The only time I'm on somebody else's time is like when we working on making an album and she has the studio booked out for a amount of days, and me and Source, her engineers in there working. But other than that, or when I'm working on whoever album.
Right.
But other than, and you're not working on albums every day. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was just back in LA in January, I probably only went to the studio like 3 or 4 times. But at the same time in LA, December and January is like kind of an off period for LA.
Gotcha.
Like everybody goes, because you know in LA people not from there. Majority of people not from there, so they going home.
It's like Atlanta.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They going home to wherever they from. And it's everybody's trickling back in January.
Gotcha.
So the stuff don't really start to February for real in LA. So I had a couple sessions in LA.
What is it like working hand in hand with Meg Thee Stallion? What is it like? Like, you know, is she just like who she is, presented herself? She seems exact same.
Megan is real humble. Like Megan is a very outgoing person, but I don't look at her as Megan Thee Stallion.
Right.
I've been knowing Megan since 2017, 2016. Like, she just Megan to me. I'm the only person that treat her like Megan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the studio, because she done met so many people and she's now an international superstar.
Yes.
Everybody treat her, and I treat her right too, you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But everybody put her on a pedestal, and not to humble her, but to keep, like, she still have me around, obviously because I make good beats, but I remind her of what she's familiar with. Like, I was there before any of this. Literally. So I'm kind of and not to humble her, but I'm the humbling ground when I come around.
Absolutely.
Because I'm, like I said, I'm familiar to her. So she can be her 100% self when I'm around, because I'm probably the only person around her that she's not paying out of her pocket. The label pay me.
Real.
And I'm probably the only person around her that I don't have the money that she got, obviously, but I'm the only person around her that's close.
Doing well.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Well. So I don't, when I come around, I'm not asking her for anything.
Right. So it's not a, you know, I'm not there for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
Everything is, you know what I mean?
Not saying that the other people around her are there for the wrong reason, but for sure, I'm just there as a familiarity, and we're going to do what we was doing in 2018.
The same drive, same passion.
Yep.
We're going to let the music speak.
Yep.
That's real, bro.
Yep.
Love or respect? Which one means most to you?
I feel like it's kind of the time and money thing, but it's not, because love will get you killed and respect will get you everything that you ever wanted. I feel like.
You saying so.
So I feel like
they had a
respect over love a little bit. A little bit.
Everybody says respect. It was a respect in the trap house, you know, it was a respect they had for the Papa John's worker.
That's what I'm saying.
That came in there. They made sure nothing happened. You know.
I feel like love comes with respect. Respect don't come with love. Because once they respect you, maybe not every single time, but I'm saying the people at the studio, they respected me pulling at my laptop so much that they loved me to give me a term of endearment, and they be so happy when I come. I'm just coming up there to buy some weed.
Yeah.
I don't make beats and stuff in the studio no more in Houston, but I will go up there, and it just make them feel good, make me feel good.
Absolutely.
Like, y'all know where I came from. Y'all know how hard I was working in here.
Wow.
Peace Man. Oh, Peace Man.
That's crazy.
Peace Man on TV again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
That's real. That's dope. That's the name of the documentary. No,
that's hard. I like
that's
that.
hard,
Peace
bro.
Man. I like
that's
that.
hard.
I like
that's
that.
Real, bro. Real. Let me ask you this. You know, happiness or your legacy, which one means most to you?
I'm already happy, so my legacy for sure. Like,
real, bro.
I want, when it's all said and done, I don't want my kids messing up what I done worked hard for. Because I feel like you have to have a certain personality and a certain mindset to even be sitting in this chair right now.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so for you to want to reach out to me to do this interview,
absolutely,
it means that I've done something.
Legacy.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
bro.
I feel like the average person is oblivious to life. And the few people that are not oblivious end up being something for real and not just living that life that my parents wanted me to live. And I feel like I made a legacy for myself, but I don't want nobody to come ruin it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I'm the first person in my family on either side to do anything like this.
Wow.
Obviously, like, my uncle, who was,
absolutely,
you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't, he was part of the band.
Yes, it was.
I'm the band leader. Like, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I'm out there with James Brown. I'm telling James Brown what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely, bro.
So it's a little different. Like, can't nobody tell me more or less give me advice on what I'm doing because I ain't never been in my shoes before. So,
wow.
And it's up to me and my little brother to keep the family name going and everything. Real. So, I want my legacy to be like, when I'm 80, like, I got this whole empire. Absolutely. And maybe, and not even just all music, but obviously I want to be remembered for music too, but I use this music as a stepping stone to all the things that I didn't even know I wanted to do.
Or even was capable of doing.
Yeah, because I was so tunnel vision on producing, I didn't care about none of the rest of the stuff, and all the stuff is coming tenfold now. Like, I didn't need to be worried about other stuff because now I got time to worry about other stuff. Absolutely. But that's because I put so much time and effort into, like I always say, you can't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. Right. You got to master something.
That's real, bro.
That's why I never became, people always ask me like, why weren't you a DJ? Why weren't you an engineer? Yeah. Because I could have did that stuff, but that would have took away from me making beats.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't got that much patience. So I'd rather have patience with myself than have patience with somebody else on the same line for 30 minutes.
That's real.
I'm like, bro. Man, I could have been making beats in here, man. Like, man, I'm not finna press record. Like, yeah, I might have been a little bit more well off recording people back then, but like I said, I was willing to sacrifice. I was willing to come home with my electricity be off. Wow. I was willing to not eat. Like, I didn't care about none of that stuff because I knew I'd be eating steak and lobster now.
Wow, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 205 right now. But I used to be like 150. So I've been 6'4" since 2010.
Come on.
I've literally been this tall since 2010. I was 150, bro, in this body. So I was like, man, I ain't worried about none of that.
Real, bro.
I ain't worried about none of that. I know all this stuff gonna come tenfold.
That's right.
I used to be a shoehead in high school.
Gotcha.
Once I got to college and messed up at college, and for them years where I wasn't worried about shoes, I wasn't worried about going out, I wasn't worried about clothes, because I knew all that stuff was gonna come tenfold. All the Jordans that I missed out on 2012, 2013, I bought all of them since. And I'm really mad because I put blood, sweat, and once I started getting some money, I was on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp.
Go ahead.
Every day, 2019, 2020, every day I was on them. So I done got all the shoes that I ever wanted, but I'm really mad because this year they dropping everything that I went to go look for.
That's real.
Paid $500 for, now it's $200. And I'm so just a shoe head. I'm buying the shoe again.
Gotcha.
That I already got.
How many would you think you own? What is in your?
I don't know the exact number, but let's say 500.
Wow.
Let's say 500 pairs.
Wow.
I don't know the exact number though, but between 400 and 500 pairs.
Wow.
Between majority of my shoes are in LA, but then I got the house in Dallas.
That's crazy.
I probably got like a 100 plus pairs of shoes in Dallas, and then like 300, 400 pairs in LA.
Wow.
That I haven't sent to Dallas yet that I need to send there.
You have a favorite pair?
The Nike Air Yeezy one. I paid
the gray one.
No, I got the tan ones. The tan ones. So I remember when I first came to LA, when I first moved to LA, we was at one of them shoe boutiques.
Right.
And they had them in there and they wanted dead stock. They wanted $2,200 for them. I'm like,
It's not bad.
That's not bad.
For those,
I looked on stock. We left the place.
Gotcha.
Cause I'm like, man, I ain't finna pay $2,000 for them shoes. We left the place. I go on StockX. StockX stay like $5,000 on there. I tell my manager, make a U-turn right now. We finna go in there and buy them. Since I bought them shoes, literally them shoes are worth like $13,000 right now.
Bro,
literally
that's crazy.
Right now. I'm like, if I ever knock on wood, I don't think it's gonna happen. But
you know,
man, if I show you my StockX portfolio right now, and it's only got like 80 shoes in there, I'm up like $40,000 on what I paid for the shoes in my StockX portfolio. Like literally.
Investments, bro. That's real.
Yeah, and that's just you was talking about the investments earlier. That's just a small part of like I don't plan on selling my shoes, but I have definitely gained money off those shoes since I bought them.
And you know that just keeps going up every year. It's real, bro. Real.
Yep.
Let me ask you this, man. Last thing, with $100 million in your bank account tomorrow morning, what changes about you?
Nothing, because, I mean, shit, I'm already a millionaire.
Come on now.
So, ain't nothing gonna change. Like I was just talking to my manager earlier, like we finna start working on my third deal.
Come on.
So I'm telling him, on my first deal, I bought the chains, I bought the cars.
Real.
On my second deal, I bought the house. You know what I'm saying? Invested some more. On my third deal, I'm gonna buy a Corvette.
Come on. What is it?
I could have already bought a Corvette.
Right, yeah.
I could have literally already bought one. I be cheap. I mean,
that's a good thing,
I came from nothing, bro. I don't want to lose it.
Bro, I love that.
I don't want to lose it. So I could have already bought the Corvette, but I'm gonna buy the Corvette and probably like add some stuff to my house, but it ain't really nothing.
That's real,
I got everything I ever wanted in my life. I got all the video games, all the shoes. I can smoke all the weed I ever wanted. I have a $250,000 studio at my house.
Come on, bro.
I can go in there and make beats I can do whatever I want to do. I've been able to do that for the past 10 years. So
that's
$100 million, like
real, bro.
Like that's way more money than I got. But ain't nothing for it. What?
Nothing's gonna
go buy a yacht or something.
Right.
You know, something I don't need. Like I might go buy another house, but I don't need to. I already got a big house. Like I literally already got a big house.
Real.
There ain't
respect.
I'm simple, man.
Respect.
I'm simple. My mom, I paid my mom and them house off. Like
that's dope.
I'm saying, there ain't much else I need to do. My grandma's house already paid off.
Come on, bro.
My parents can retire right now. They don't want to retire because they bored. Like
they working because they want to, not because they have to.
It's literally like. So it ain't much else. I didn't change my whole family life, so there ain't much. Like I got the house that we can have Thanksgiving and Christmas at now. Like I didn't already did everything. Like
how much do you give yourself? You know, very humble. You know, do you give yourself the credit that you know what I mean? Like
I know what's going on for real, but I'm always one of them. I need more.
Gotcha.
Like this is all cool.
You just keep.
I'm tunnel vision, man. Like I'm worried about
you still trying to get that $700.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm still trying to get the $700, even though I need way more than $700. But I'm saying, like I'm still waking up. Like, how can I go? What can I do today?
Real.
What can I do today? But I ain't gonna lie. Since I've been here, I've been playing the game a little bit. Because sometimes I need to take my mind out of stuff and just like chill. I've been, like I said, I used to think playing the game or doing anything outside of making music was a waste of time. And I need to live my life a little bit.
Respect. I
need to live my life just a little bit.
What's the next vacation you going on? Where you going?
I've been, since I got some money, I've been meaning to go to Japan, but I signed my deal in 2019 and then COVID happened. Like literally, we had a trip planned for March 2020.
Gotcha.
And COVID happened
in February. Real, bro.
Oh, so man, so I haven't been to Japan yet, but Japan really the only place I want to go for real. I haven't been to Jamaica twice. I've been to London twice. I've been to Mexico.
Gotcha.
Plenty of times, but there ain't that many places I want to go other than Japan.
Gotta go. Tokyo. I've been to Tokyo when I was in the military for 9 days.
Yep.
It's Americanized and it's beautiful.
I want to go so bad.
Man.
I want to go there obviously for the technology, but I want to get some of their clothes and stuff too.
Bro, absolutely.
It ain't that many 6'4" people in Tokyo, I'm saying they're not finna have a size 12.
I towered over everybody.
They're saying they not finna have a size 12 at the Bape store in Tokyo. They not finna have 2X jacket wherever they at. So we gonna see when I get there.
That's real. Respect, bro. Respect. Man, brother, I appreciate you being here, bro.
I appreciate you having me,
dope interview, bro. We definitely got to do this again, bro.
Hey, whenever I'm here, man, I'll do it again.
Respect, brother. Respect, man.
I appreciate you having me, man.
You know it, brother. It's traditional the integrity response. If you can reach to that bowl, grab one fortune cookie, open it, read it to your supporters, and just like that, we out of here. Yes, sir. Right. That's my favorite part. Everybody go.
What's crazy is I love fortune.
Bro, I'm saying, bro. We grew up on them, bro. Like
I would go to the store. I would go to the grocery store and buy the box of these. I don't care about the fortune. I like the way that the fortune cookie tastes.
It's bro. Come on.
When I go to Panda Express, I ask them, "Can I buy some extra fortune cookies?" And they'll give me like 5 or 6 more.
Real, bro. Real. Absolutely. Right, them the good ones too, bro.
Let's see what the.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yep.
That's real. Let's see. My lucky numbers are 18, 28, 45, 12, 10, and 11.
Real.
Show your true face to the people who really matter.
Bar.
That's how I've been living. That's literally how I live my whole life.
You said that, bro. Like,
that's literally how I live my whole life.
Bro, the first thing I thought about was, like the sister, like, who knows you the best? You like, I said, you're an artist, you're a Renaissance man. You speak when spoken to. It's real, bro. Absolutely. Respect, brother. Brother, I appreciate you being here, man.
Appreciate you having me, man.
Bro, appreciate you.
For sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
For sure.
We're signing off, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. 2025, Lil Ju made the beat, bro. Y'all appreciate you being here, bro. 2025, the integrity response. Signing off. Salute.